one, this thing must not be the usual. At least there must be a report. At least we have been told that investigations are being ongoing.
Yes,
Yes.
investigations. The remains have been sent to South Africa to
do DNA testing.
ascertain DNA.
Exactly.
The black box
Properly buried. They have found a black box.
We don't have black box experts here, so we will need foreign experts to decode the black box and know what happened. So,
which is all doable,
Yeah.
which is all ascertainable.
Yeah.
I mean, Ghana, as a sovereign state, we have good international relations, and therefore, if we have to do business with other states, other sovereign states, we can do it. So, one, the states must actually know what's happened. No, we have seen it before. We have seen in the Eswan and Ado Dankwa government before that people were now saying that, "Oh, but I have a license," whilst clearly you could see that the person is doing unethical mining.
yes, there's a legal instrument made for that.
But they have had a legal instrument to back the illegality. Now, you must ask yourself this question. Look, the Parliament of Ghana are still there, right?
There's a trend. We've suspected that people, as I said, people who can read between the lines, we've long suspected that there are people behind the scenes, opinion makers. They be religious leaders, they be traditional leaders, they be institutional leaders. That when somebody commits a crime, and he is arrested or impounded by the police or any other institution that have the right to arrest, there will be calls from traditional leaders, opinion leaders behind the scenes to those institutions who have the right to uphold justice and bring criminality to before the law, getting calls to get them released. We've long suspected that. It sounded like cliche to other people when we say, or when people like us say that people commit crimes. We've seen them. There were the Wuntumis and all. They were released, but there's a revelation. Recently, prominent, eloquent broadcaster Paul Ademoche, right, and the erstwhile Akufo-Addo government gave him an appointment as the board chair of the Ghana Airport Civil Aviation Authority, right, and as his tenure ended by the change of government, the new government have found out that there's been irregularities at the Ghana airports and civil aviations and all, and he was the board chair, so he oversaw those irregularities, and he was invited by the OSP, Office of the Special Prosecutor, and when he went there, he couldn't give the answers to clear him, so he was detained, and in order for him to go home, he needed bail, and some of the bail conditions that he would have landed property, as in Ofie, Wasifi, or Onwani Fie, or Mayimo Timor, which I've said, David. Mr. Debonair, da bia or TV so church and random a tray on him be beer by nine in baby ojina. Emma, I see only few cry until he couldn't clear himself from that bail, and he has to be detained at the Office of the Special Prosecutor. And now he was detained and later released. Nobody knew what went on before he was released. But Mr. Eloquent himself, when he was released, came out.
I think they changed the bail condition.
Okay, they reduced. They
Yes,
reduced.
they changed it. So
Okay.
now any property
Okay.
and surety code.
All right,
Not
and-
specifically he bringing
The landed property.
in his name. So
Yeah.
they changed the condition and
And Mr. Debonair Eloquent went to his on air at home. Actually, that day he didn't do it at a normal set at the Metro TV, but he did it at home, and he revealed that quite childishly that there were bigwigs, big people, and he was thanking them that they called the office of the OSP and all to release him. He mentioned the name Pastor Mensah Otabills, the Manshia Palace. Even Manshia was involved in getting him out. He said it from the cat's own mouth. And I think it goes to prove our point that the delivery of justice in this country is very selective, discriminatory, in the sense that especially we are Nakasia, no, what secure, some big men be a we are someone, no afraid, no more afraid police, hey, Commander Munja, see. And he revealed that. And on that note, again, today at a press conference by the IGP, promising security at the upcoming Akwatia by-election, that he wouldn't condone what happened elsewhere in previous by-elections and all. That this time they would deal with offenders and criminal entities that would try to subvert the rule of the people, and that when they arrest some criminals who would come and cause the law there, and their big men start calling, he wouldn't listen to them, which goes to the fact to prove or to confirm our belief that there are bigwigs who are condoning criminality in this country. Your big men be so we born in or friend or befriend police and then baby actual say you on what grounds? Yeah, yes, from all.
Samuel Podia.
Oh, Maya, a Christopher mine. Oh, Maya, you who so be upright. So many righteous people, but we get so much criminality done by the same people.
I mean, this particular issue there, I think, is a long, deep-rooted sentiments and opinions of the majority of the Ghanaian people.
Yes, it is.
Justice is very selective in this country.
Yes, discriminatory.
Discriminatory, selective, and can even be used as a medium to now even torment and incarcerate and punish the innocent.
Yes.
Justice system which should have served as that leveling playing ground to keep society and make sure that we all have equal opportunities and equal freedom and equal liberty to, as a well, operate.
Yes,
and
but when you go overboard,
operate.
you have to be responsible.
Operate. That is it. It is the law that is creating that ambience for all of us to be able to coexist. Now, is this same law that the Fourth Republic have established it now, that it has its back door, its back channel, that at that end, it is not a law as it were that applies, but connections
And people.
and influences and phone calls and names. You understand? Let's look into the Paul Adomache matter. First of all, he was invited whatever went on, we are not privy to it. We are expecting the OSP to brief the states, and if there will be a legal action, we must know. As of now, there's nothing on that particular issue.
Think investigation going on.
Good. So we want to see the finality of the issue. 2, the bail conditions were set. The OSP in his wisdom thought that this was the best bail condition to set. I mean, others have argued that if the person says then that he doesn't have a landed property, will you keep him there forever? Even if the OSP in his own wisdom wanted to now look into the bail condition and twerk it, Paul Adomache comes out and tells Ghanaians that it is because of influential people who call the OSP to show the OSP how to do his work.
Yes.
And that's all that the OSP was doing, was just trying to teach him, Paul Adomache, a lesson.
Yes.
Are we funding the Office of the Special Prosecutor to teach people lessons, or they have a specific mandate to look into corruption and corruption-related issues? Is that what we are doing in the country?
I think the first executive
Special
prosecutor,
prosecutor,
Mr. Martin Amidu, chimed that some time ago that the office of the special prosecutor is a Trojan horse. It's just there for government.
And he was the first OSP.
Yes, and he resigned.
He resigned, you understand? And it's telling enough for the occupant of the office to come out and say that he doesn't think this will amount to anything. And looking at what he's seeing and how he was operating as a then. Now, Kisei Jamin comes into the picture. There have been a lot of moves by Kisei Japan, putting Mr. Kenneth Kuntun Kurunku on
wanted list,
taking him off, bringing him back,
making the man, in fact,
you understand?
How do you call that? Somebody running away from his country,
fugitive of justice,
fugitive, yes.
Labeling Ken Oforiatta as a fugitive of justice.
Yes.
I mean, creating that euphoria that Charlie Bibi Koso, Ejuma Koso, yeah, Bibi, we have chanced on something. No, we jar to her. Or we are no, I can't. I say, your friend is saying. Gift your worry. Say, on Mr. Mustafa Hamid. No, we jar to her. Kitty, on coffee. This is the other person. FBI, I mean, TRC, investigations. No, we jar to her. But I don't want you in a Juma. I can friends on Jan Juma. Umbra. For 24 to 48 hours. But I don't want you here. But I don't want you there. OSP here, OSP there. Not ending.
I think investigations going on.
Of course, so investigations are going on.
And the man has promised Ghanaians that he would make the office of the special prosecutor like a roaring lion, that it would make it would make corrupt officials very afraid to live in the system of Ghana. He's determined to fight corruption. See.
Okay. Okay. If you say so, that's his word. But we are going to judge his word against his actions. As simple as that. His words against his actions.
But according to Paul Adomache, and also recently, there were some TikTok
bloggers. I'm talking about anti-comedy.
Yes, threatening the president and all. And
I think it was like, yes, some people were interested in them. They have been arrested.
And broadcasting false, they've been arrested. And
the one to me presenter has been arrested.
And in fact, yes, that was the guy threatening the president and his wife. And he was bailed by the former vice president, Alhaji Mahmoud.
Oh, really?
Bawumia bailed that individual.
Okay, I mean, he has not been found of any guilt yet. So,
but what took him into the hands or arms of the police it's a bigger statement. It's
Yes, he claims that he didn't say it. Somebody said it on his platform. You understand? He claims that he didn't say it. So the law should take its natural course.
Yes.
Let's see how the issue ends.
Yes.
I mean, a bill is a bill. He
Yes.
must go back to court.
Yes.
You understand? So
Yes.
my issue is that does the influence just end at getting them bill, or it transcends into the courtroom? Are you getting my question?
Now the revelation is that there are people behind the scenes who are calling the shots.
Of course.
That this should be released and this should be released.
IGP just said that when he goes to Equatia and he makes arrests of hooligans, criminals, because whatever they do over there is hooliganism and criminal. It's against social order.
Yes.
It is only in a political party's paraphernalia that you can commit, or in the name of a political party that you can commit crime anyhow, and the Fourth Republic will not make any arrest. They will make sure you're not punished. So
Because it goes in their interest.
exactly. So they are ready to use an illegality. The Fourth Republic political actors are ready to use an illegality to capture a legal state. You understand? They are ready to use any other means which is not legal to get the state to belong to them, to have the decision power to make for the state. If not, these people would have been punished. I mean, there are so many issues. When a certain judge was in section in Kumasi, and the Delta Force just went in,
Yeah.
took their guy out.
Yes.
What happened?
Yeah, it took a politician.
Kennedy Japan was
call.
Kennedy Japan was the instrumentalist who made sure that that issue was, sorted.
In fact, he commanded them to go to return the individual. How did he have that command with them?
How can we build a state that we have now given powers to some individuals behind the scenes to call shots which and when are clearly against the legal standards of the state, and we make it sit? How? I mean, for Poladimochi to come out and say that these people have helped him to convince the special prosecutor, we are watching whether it was just for bail or it was to tell the special prosecutor
To end the murder.
to stand down on the
Yeah,
issue.
To end the murder.
We will see.
We will see,
Yeah.
and we're watching special
Yeah, and
prosecutor.
if Poladimochi had
Yes.
actually not done anything, and it is true as Paul was asserting that the special prosecutor has personal problems with him, because he, Poladimochi himself, have degenerated and insulted the special prosecutor in his show and called him a drunkard.
Yeah.
So he thinks that Kise Japin wants to show him how drunken he can be, that he has not done anything. That is Paul's assertion. So the ball is in Scott's. Either he has been told to stand down, or
He's doing investigation.
he's doing his investigations, and in the coming days we will see that Paul has been arraigned before a court.
Yeah.
Or the third option is that he's just using the office to score personal vendetta and settle personal vendetta and score personal points. If that is the case, that is not why we have that office. That is not why the state is spending on that office. It is not for personal vendetta. It has a clear mandate. So this case is to the public. We are all watching how it's going to progress from here. We will know.
Yes.
Exactly. So
And we'll update our viewers.
as we do always.
Our cherished viewers.
As we do always.
Yes, and as we would reiterate all the time that we follow what's worthy. There's a lot of unworthiness out there, but we follow what is worthy.
Yeah.
And talking about that, there's a one worthy subject that easily neglectable, but highly important, in the sense that